this video, we're going to answer the question about whether or not you should write a book to help grow your coaching business. I've written 2 books, one of which is on the cusp of being published, and the other of which was in the real estate investing space back when I coached real estate investors. And I'm going to share with you how that worked for me, what it took to get it done, and when I think the right time is for you to write a book. So, first off, I think books are amazing. It's like this little, automated tool that kind of like works for you to communicate with people, to share your message, and to help people get to know you and decide if they want to work with you or not. I wrote a book about real estate investing called Fire Yourself around 2017. And, when I first published it, there was crickets, right? I just put it on Amazon. And what I ultimately did was, well, first of all, to back up, it took me probably 6 months to write and publish the book because of all the editing and the cover design and just, getting it all the way to the finish line. And once I did that, it didn't really sell. And I was like, shit, I suck. What did I do all this work for? And what I realized is that writing a book is like 40% of the battle. The other 60% is selling the damn thing. And in order to do that, you have to, put some work into it. You have to get good at marketing. What I did is I built a book funnel, those free plus shipping book funnels where it's like, hey, this book's free, just pay the cost of shipping or whatever. And you have upsells throughout the funnel to increase your average cart value. I ran ads to it and I sold thousands of copies of this real estate book. And I'm not kidding you, I don't even coach real estate investing anymore, but I got multiple people reaching out to me within the last year saying, I read your book, I loved it, I want you to coach me. Still reaching out, even though I'm not active in that space anymore. So books are an asset, that keeps working for you. I mean, I still get a check from Amazon every month for the sales that happen online. But at the same time, books take a while to get results, right? Like I didn't write the book on day 1 of coaching in real estate. I started to just go to people and help them and ask them if they wanted my, continued help, and worked with them one-on-one. I was already making close to 6 figures a year, when I just got started as a real estate investing coach prior to deciding to write my book, okay? And that's a really important point that I want to drive home to you guys is that let's say you have a book in you and it's going to be great. It's going to take you, to write a really good book and edit it, do the cover design, get it uploaded. Maybe you want to record like an audio book. And there is some people, like I have a editor / publisher that I work with that helps me with mine that I found on Upwork. Best money I've ever spent, right? So you can hire people to help you with this process, but it still takes a while. And so if you're like, I just quit my job and I'm a coach and I need to make money, then you shouldn't be spending a bunch of time on a book unless you have money in the bank to be able to do that, right? Like this advice only applies to people who are like, nah, I want to make money this month. I want to get some clients right now. Well, you can put 20 or 30 minutes a day towards your book because in the long run, it'll be a great way to grow your business. Even Russell Brunson said that his first book, .com Secrets, was really key to the initial growth of ClickFunnels, right? So books, they are game changers. Brendan Burchard told me personally when I was in his mastermind that his books and his courses were how he grew his following, okay? So it's like they work really good in the end, but in terms of the short term, you're not gonna see much bang for your buck because it might take you, let's say you're really fast and you can get your book done and published in like 3 months or something instead of the 6 months it took me. That would be amazing. But then, unless you already have a big audience, which if you do, then you're probably not plagued by this money issue that I'm bringing up in the first place. But unless you have that, you're gonna have to spend the next 6 to 9 months figuring out how to market it, right? Are you gonna run ads to it? Are you gonna like do a slew of guest interviews on other podcasts or platforms that influencers have in your niche? Like there's lots of ways to sort of get the word out, but it takes either your money in paid ads or your time in organic efforts, right? In order to do that. And so maybe, 9 to 12 months from now, you've published it and you've really started to figure out how to sell enough copies to where, you're actually getting people reaching out who have finished the book and they're like, damn, that was good. I would love to work with you, to help me hold my hand and execute this with me one-on-one. And then, the book will be a huge asset for you. You can just focus on selling it and getting more clients off of the back end. So that's essentially how I think about it, right? It's like and I think it was it Michael Hyatt or the guy who wrote Build a Story Brand, Donald Miller? They were saying something along the lines of, you have bigger, longer term projects in your business that you're slowly working on, and that like it's going to take 1 year or 2 years to really bear fruit from this thing. And you put a percentage of your time towards those big projects. But then you also balance that with like the day-to-day work of doing what it takes to stay in business now. And the ratio of what you choose, like how much time do you just like cave out and work on your long-term projects versus show up every day, talk to people, have conversations, put content out there, follow up with people, help people today, ask people if they want to join your program today, make offers, launch stuff. It really depends on your goals, your current financial situation, and it's up to you. But I just want you to know kind of what the expectation is for books if you've never written one before. You can use Amazon KDP to self-publish it, which is cool. You don't have to get a publishing deal. I don't have one. 70% of all books are now sold on Amazon, which is a crazy statistic. The publishing industry is changing just like the music industry. And so you don't have to worry about that part. It's pretty easy to like get your book on there for sale, but it's not easy to get people to buy it. My guy told me that there's something like, it's in the thousands, can't remember what he said, but it's like every day there's like a few thousand more books, self-published books that are added to Amazon, right? So you think like, is your one book gonna stand out, if there's that many new ones coming to the market every day? It won't unless you do the work to make it stand out. Then it will. You can make this happen, but you're gonna have to dedicate the time towards marketing it and selling it along with writing it. And again, it comes down to your situation. If you can afford to go live in a cabin in the woods for the next year and build this, then that sounds fun to me, right? But it just depends on your situation. So I hope this helps and you know what you're getting into. Again, my name is Brian Elwood. I help coaches and experts grow their businesses so they can make more money and make more impact. And let me know if this was valuable for you. Give me a like or a subscribe. Comment down below. I'd love to get to know you, or you can send me a message depending on which platform you're watching this on. My email is brian@brianelwood.net. Here is to your success, and I will see you guys on the flip side.